What's going on, professionals? Marquise here to tell you guys how you can pass CEH in 3 months. So, number one, find a really decent boot camp. Now, for some people, having a boot camp isn't really an option, but I can show you some of the boot camps that I completed. Let's see. Alright. So, through WGU, this is all free, and there's so many boot camps available, Just type in CEH and what pops up. So many boot camps. And honestly, I think if you did Pen Test Plus, they probably give you the information that you can pass the CEH. And CEH is expensive. It's like $1,000 for this certification, so it's definitely something that you don't want to fail. But do the labs. I'd say if you have the time, take one month just to complete a 40-hour boot camp. Let's see, this one is 4 hours, hands-on penetration labs, testing labs. And let's see how much this actually cost on the CEH website, or the Udemy website. Because through school, whatever school you go to, the stuff is free. But if you are doing it through, actually paying for it, man, the stuff is expensive, but worth it. Because if you're paying for the exam, you want to make sure you're going to pass. I've heard really good things about Victor Afimov. His course is $80 right now. Wow. And through my school, this course is $100. And I've done so many of these courses. But I would say start with the boot camp. Let's look for the cheapest boot camp on here. Let's see. How do we do that? Price. Oh, there's 3 free. Okay, this one's in Arabic. Let's not do the free ones. Let's do the paid ones. And it looks like this one's $30, and it's 5 hours. So this would give you an idea of what you need to do in order to pass the exam. Knock this out in a week, and then, if you're really trying to pass, go back and do these practice questions, and you should be good to go. And honestly, I would do all the practice questions available, just to give you an idea of, what kind of questions are they going to be asking you in this exam. And honestly, that's probably the best way that you can pass any cybersecurity exam. Do the boot camps, listen to what people have to say that have passed, and then just study practice exams. But there you have it. It took me 3 months to pass. The first time I actually failed because, I did the boot camp, and I probably did a few practice questions, and it did not. When I went to go take the actual test, it was like some of the practice questions did not prepare me well enough, because I guess for the boot camp, they would explain some things like Docker, and I was like, I know what Docker is. I've never really used it. That's probably not going to be on the exam. But then I definitely did not prepare well enough for like what Docker is and the components of it. So I think that's where practice questions really come in, is they kind of give you they train your brain to really understand the different components of some subjects. Similar to like the layout, or I guess NIST, how the cloud works. So you have like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. You can read about it, and when you read about it, you'll probably see they have like the graphs, like at software as a service, your company will only manage the identity, and then at infrastructure as a service, your company manages up to the hardware, and then this platform as a service, it covers this much. You'll see that and you'll read it and you won't even think anything about it. But when you go back and you take practice questions, that's when they really test your knowledge of how much did you really understand these concepts. So I think that's the best way to go about passing the CEH. And if you're if you're really pushing to pass the certification fast, I think the best thing you can do is do the practice questions. And if you're really close to passing, and whatever practice questions you use, go back, get a different set, use those practice questions. And honestly, I've watched a few videos and gone to a few like what are they called, webinars where real life hackers talk about people getting the CEH exam. They don't respect people that do practice exams to pass exams. But honestly, for the way that exams are worded, I think it's the only way to really pass. Because I think even for people that have been out in the field for years, you may be really good and have the technical hands-on skills to do whatever it is you need to, but when it comes to passing exams, you have to understand how I guess the lingo of that the organization that publishes those exams. And if anything, I think it just prepares you more for like business speak, how to word what they're looking for in business terms, like from EC Council to ISC squared to ISACA. Each of them have their different terminologies, but they're all going to have like the baseline foundational knowledge that anybody going into cybersecurity should be able to understand. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Do one of these boot camps, buy the practice questions, and you'll be all right.